Now you're ready to start measuring the force. So go to your desktop and open the program that's called Measure Force. Just double click on it. And it will immediately start running. Now you notice that even though the probe is not in contact, we still have a force, a non-zero force displayed on the screen right here. Now that should be 0, but it's not, and that could be due to the way that the cable is velcroed in place, or perhaps the force sensor is warmed up a little bit throughout the course of the exam. That value right there is called the bias force. So bias force right now is about 1.7, 1.6 newtons. In order to subtract out that bias force, first we'll maximize the screen. And we'll get to this advanced configuration panel shown on the right here. Now we're currently using what's called a mock-up ultrasound transducer, so it's just a 3D printed plastic prototype. So we've included a button right here that you'll click if you want to switch it to the plastic mock-up probe. Now during typical scanning you'll be using the real ultrasound transducer, so you won't have to worry about this. Alright, so now when you're just about ready to conduct an exam, hold the probe in the air and note what the contact force reads. In this case, reading about 1.4 newtons. So go ahead and type that into that 1.4 newtons into the bias force box right here. So type 1.4 and press enter. And now you'll notice that the contact force fluctuates around 0, which is what we want. So if you press on the ultrasound transducer, you'll see the force go up and go down. A couple of other things to point out here. We have an aviation style display which indicates the angle of orientation with respect to gravity. So the pitch angle and we have the roll angles. We also have the run number. So we're currently run number 160 here. So what you might want to do is when you're conducting an exam, you want to write down that run number so you'll know what data that the exam corresponds to. And you also have the data file name, which includes the run number as well. And here's the record rate, so we're recording about 43 Hertz right now. So when we're ready to conduct the exam, we can go ahead and pull the screen to the right here. In order to stop running the program, you need to press the stop button. That sometimes takes a while to stop it. We can also press this little octagon to stop it immediately, or we can just go ahead and X out the program, and that closes everything out. Next thing you might want to do is plot the data. So to get to the plot data program, we'll drag the force measuring program out of the way and click on the program called plot data on the desktop. So we'll go ahead and type in the run number from the previous run, or whatever run we're interested in, 160, and we'll press the run button, this right arrow on the upper left. Click it once and you'll see the data displayed. So we have the force displayed on the top, force versus time, the theta, pitch angle, as well as the alpha angle, the roll angle. We also have the path that the force has been recorded to. So we can go ahead and open that. Force data, and we see that was run 60 that we just conducted. This is an LVM file. This can be opened in Microsoft Excel. So you need to find a computer with Excel to open up that file.